Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have a new look at the Ahsoka Disney Plus show. Let's go ahead and hop right on into it. In this video we are going to be taking a read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. As I read, a new magazine cover teased the live-action debut of Lars Mikkelsen's Grand Admiral Thrawn on Disney Plus's Ahsoka show, coming out a little bit later this year. The most infamous creations of Star Wars Legends Expanded Universe finally will come to live action in the Ahsoka show, after making his canon premiere in the Star Wars Rebels animated show. Thrawn will once again be played by Lars Mikkelsen, who delivered his voice in the animated show. Thrawn has been referenced several times already in The Mandalorian, and really the overall Mandoverse, as a formidable force in the remaining Empire remnants, and now he will make his presence felt in the Rebels Pursuito sequel series titled Ahsoka. Empire magazine revealed the covers for its upcoming issue, which will spotlight Star Wars Ahsoka and its show ahead of its Disney Plus premiere later in August. Now, a little bit of a rumor touching on for the release date of the Ahsoka show, in case you haven't heard. Apparently so is that Lucasfilm or Disney had actually put up the official release date for Ahsoka, that there being the very end of the month, August 31st. However, this was later taken down directly later after they put it up, so it could be false, it could be real. We'll keep you guys posted with that, but I want to quickly mention that. The special subscriber cover for the issue of Empire magazine even teases the imminent arrival of Grand Admiral Thrawn, as his shadow can be seen below Rosario Dawson's Jedi character. Star Wars has been cautious about showing off Thrawn's live-action look, with only the back of Lars Mikkelsen's head included in the Star Wars Celebration trailer for the show. A better look at the villain was revealed privately to attendees at the event in a separate trailer and separate footage of the Ahsoka show. Of course, since then has leaked, it is something that we talked about here on the channel. The main cover for Empire's new issue includes a better new look at Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka in action, as she has both of her famous white lightsabers. And so, for those of you, of course, that are interested, the next issue of Empire magazine goes on sale on Thursday, June 8th, at the time of recording and publishing this video, with the issue set to spotlight mostly Ahsoka, Oppenheimer, Black Mirror, Blue Beetle, and more in the film and television world. So with this all being said, let's go ahead and break this down here just a little bit more, a little bit further here, and, well, be Star Wars fans, overlook it. There are some things with these images that are new, and, well, what are they exactly? How Thrawn is Star Wars' looming shadow, quite literally. Based on the references to him in The Mandalorian that we've heard of and have kind of seen of so far, Thrawn appears to be the looming shadow over the Star Wars galaxy in this post-Return of the Jedi timeline and era of what we call the Mandoverse. Ahsoka may be the series to finally bring him into live action and into the forefront, really making him the main villain of everything that the Mandoverse has offered so far, but the chances are slim that his story will be anywhere close to over when the season wraps up. If for anything, the Ahsoka show is just a mere beginning, a mere introduction and starting point to bringing Thrawn back into the canon Star Wars universe. And so we're literally able to see him as this looming shadow over Ahsoka in one of the images for the Empire magazine, almost in an attempt to Easter egg-ize it, and kind of like literally showing that he's like this dark casting shadow over the galaxy that once felt more liberated and freed after the fall of the Empire. He's rising right back up from those ashes and causing that shadow once again over the entirety of the galaxy. And so a lot with what the Mandoverse is doing, as we know, taking place after those events of Return of the Jedi, the original trilogy, there's that 30-year gap of just nothingness until we get to the events of the sequel trilogy with The Force Awakens. So really with what a lot with the Mandoverse is going to be doing is showing us that rise of what the Empire is, showing us that re-rise of it, and showing us the beginning, that spark that makes what we see the First Order is in that sequel trilogy. I really think that one of the best examples and best like contrast to explain kind of what Thrawn is to the Star Wars universe and Star Wars galaxy during this time period, and really for right now for Star Star Wars fans around the world is in comparison to what the Marvel Cinematic Universe had as Thanos during the events of Infinity War and Endgame. He is the big bad. Everything that we've seen thus far has kind of led to this main villain, this main protagonist here, and especially we got to see that with The Mandalorian Season 3 with Moff Gideon, the pirate gang that had attacked Navarro, and the Shadow Council, all of those guys working under the command and under the interests of Thrawn, wanting to rise up with the Empire once again, and him in a way, kind of as we see with Thrawn, he's kind of that replacement of what Emperor Palpatine is during everything else that we see during and with Star Wars, and he even goes as far to bring back Palpatine. However, I do have that question, and I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. Is Thrawn going to be the one that is going to purposely want to bring back Palpatine if he knows that Palpatine is going to replace him in his power? Let me know down in the comment section down below. And I also earlier meant to mention this, but if you are a Marvel fan, I have a Marvel channel linked in the description down below, Unofficial MCU. The Mandoverse will only continue to build for several more years to come across, with The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Skeleton Crew, and so much more, with whatever other adventures they go on to announce and create and make. This all comes as Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni build toward their own climatic story event to cultivate the saga on the big screen in a currently undated movie being written and directed by Dave Filoni. And so, there may be no better villain for the heroes of the Mandoverse to face off against in that movie than Grand Admiral Thrawn. He's more than a strategist. Of course, he's always been praised as kind of that kind of character, but seeing him really and his physical combat and what he's capable of on the battlefield as himself is something I'm really fingers crossing hoping to see here for the overall Ahsoka show. But as I had mentioned earlier on in this video, Thrawn is really going to be a mere introduction here for the Ahsoka show. There probably will be more seasons of Ahsoka. We know there's going to be more seasons of The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, and with whatever they do with Skeleton Crew. However, to really have Thrawn play out as so much more and in an effective and meaningful way to the fans, Lars Mikkelsen's Chiss villain will first have to cross paths with more of the major players, including Din Djarin, Luke Skywalker, and many more other characters out there. Dave Filoni has said that how he sees Thrawn as this big bad of this New Republic era, who will be more of the one to close out these interconnected stories during that movie. That, of course, would seem to imply there will be plenty more of his to come once he exits that shadow and really becomes a part of that forefront, with Thrawn on his way to being Star Wars' own type of Thanos-like villain. Of course, I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. What do you guys want to see with Ahsoka and Thrawn, and what do you guys think about this new look at the Ahsoka show with Empire Magazine? I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Have a great one, guys. May the Force be with you as always. This has been Unofficial Star Wars. Peace out.